Here we go. We're going to video.
I mean, I saw the subway.
Welcome back, pregame.tv. The B team, Bryan Leonard and Steve Fezzik, I guess. We are breaking
BS team, Bryan, Steve, the
BS team, breaking down NFL action Thursday night. Carolina Panthers, their season's over. I told you they go under, but I told you the Dallas Cowboys would go under as well. All right, 1-1, pay the vig, lots of it in terms of the Cowboys. But the New Orleans Saints, I thought they were a contender, and they may well still be. I will have a free play in this game. Bryan, anything that catches your interest here?
Yeah, it's really important for me to the Saints to win this game because I've got them season wins over, probably a loser, and I got Carolina under. I don't understand. I don't know what you're going to pick in this game, but I don't understand all the early love for New Orleans in this game.
Up to 2.5. Probably going to go to 3.
This thing goes to 3. I've got to play Carolina in this game. I mean, you got a New Orleans team that what are they 1-6 as a road favorite. Carolina's a pretty good home underdog, traveling off of a Sunday night game. And if you listen to the broadcast of that game, the announcer said that the coach of New Orleans said that they'd found something in the film about the Green Bay Packers. They were going to be able to move the ball on them very well. Sure enough, they did. They didn't do anything in the first half. It was a tie game, so it was all one half. Everybody thinks now the Saints are back. The Saints are back. The Saints may be back at home. I don't want the Saints on the road as a road favorite. This thing gets a 3. How could you play the Saints?
I could see playing the Saints here.
Right.
Let me play devil's advocate. So they open up, and they're at Cleveland. They have the game won. They're at Atlanta before Atlanta got all their linemen hurt. And they've got the game won. It's tied, and the Saints have the ball. They're going to drive and kick a field goal, and they fumble the game away. So they give away a game they should have won. At that point, maybe you can't say they should have won, but they're minus 180 at that point in live wagering. Against your Browns, I know you're from Cleveland, Cleveland's trailing by 1. The Saints have the ball on the 40-yard line. They've got that game won. They've got the ball. They need 1 first down. And they can't get the first down, and they donk off the game. So Cleveland beats them. Detroit, they're up 23-10. The game's over. There's 4 minutes left, and Golden Tate catches a miracle pass, breaks 2 tackles. Now you could say that, well, the Saints defense does that. They melt down at the end. But at that point in live wagering, they're minus 400 to beat the Browns with 2 minutes to play. They're minus 400 to beat the Lions with 2 minutes to play on the road. So I keep getting on all these road games, if you just freeze it, 2 minutes to go in the game, and you evaluate the Saints based on their first 58 minutes of play, you'd say this team is really good. And they've been terrible the final 2 minutes. But I really like what they did, being able to limit the Packers in their last game. Obviously, it's in the Dome. But now Carolina, I mean, I don't see how Cam Newton can do it. The O-line is in shambles.
Yeah, I agree.
The running backs are hurt. The receivers all got traded, and then Benjamin got a concussion. I mean, there's no one left. I know they had that one great game where they surprised the Bengals because Cam ran the ball 10 times for over 100 yards. I really think that Carolina, with their defense, Luke Kuechly plays well. No one else is playing well. They're giving up like 380 yards per game. This could be the worst team in the NFC.
Well, I agree that the Carolina offensive line is a concern, but when you have a team that consistently does the same thing all the time, it tells me the Saints don't know how to win on the road.
Well, they have won in previous years. They haven't covered. They got a bad spread record, but they have won. They've got a lot of wins on the road.
Yeah, but if the line's 3, they have to cover.
True.
But
still 2.5.
Currently 2.5. So if you like the Saints maybe right now, but I just don't think they're as good as what we thought they were going to be.
And they certainly haven't been. Well, we'll have to see. My power ratings have consistently been too high on this team, and I was wrong because I keep correcting it downward.
I do want to point out this is only the 5th time that a team has played on Sunday Night Football, traveled for Thursday Night Football, 1-3-1 against the spread in those games. So it's a tough scheduled situation.
That's an excellent point.
Small sample size, obviously.
It's already bad we don't like the visiting team to play, and now they coming out the Sunday night win. But my play is not on the side, it's on the total. I think you're going to like this analysis.
Okay.
Okay, last week I reluctantly made a small bet. I went against my NFL totals expert who liked this team, the Saints, to go over in their game. And I'm sorry, Carolina, I played under against Seattle because Carolina's played a schedule predominantly over teams. But if I take a look at New Orleans, let me read the teams that they played so far this year. Atlanta, over. Cleveland, neutral. Minnesota, an under team, but then at Dallas, Tampa neutral, then at Detroit, at Green Bay. So the one thing that stands out is they played many more over teams than they played under teams. And I really think that has skewed the numbers to where, oh, Ryan's going to get fired, the defensive coordinator, and they can't stop anyone. I really think that I liked what I saw from the defense the past couple weeks. I liked the fact they held Detroit to 10 points for basically 57 minutes, and this total is sky high at 49, and Carolina's offense is in shambles. I just can't see them getting past 24 points, but I'm not so sure that the Saints are going to be able to cover when Carolina gets to 24, and that lands me on the under. I'm on under 49 for my free play Thursday night. And also, Bryan mentioned the short week of preparation, and I think that does go ahead and help the defenses because the offenses very rarely come up with new wrinkles with such a short week. We're on the under 49.
Makes a lot of sense.
It has your endorsement then?
I will pass on that.
Okay. Very good. More research needed. Well, one thing that you're not going to be passing on is stay with us. Pregame.tv. We are going to be going to the SEC and breaking down one of the biggest games of the week, Ole Miss Auburn. It's an elimination game. Loser must leave town, as they say in the WWF. Bryan has the winner. Stay with us. Pregame.tv. You remember the losers must leave town?